Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Silent Hill Ascension post show. This is Eduardo here with Noah, and we're going to detail. So we saw a few scenes. One of them that aired was not the correct one. So we hyped up the choice and said it was neck and neck. We weren't joking. It was really close. However, it seems that you got to see the redemption arc when the damnation arc got chosen. So here's what's going to essentially happen. You got to see a bonus scene. But what we're going to do is we're going to essentially make sure that the choice you did at home is the one that gets accepted. We will make sure that the let him die choice gets put up in the catch up section. So you will be able to watch the correct scene when that's uploaded. It'll take a little bit, but once that's up, you will get the correct scene. So you'll be able to see what should have happened, and what should have happened will be registered in the system as it should be. So again, for the audience, sorry you didn't get, for those who tuned live and really wanted to see the result live, sorry you couldn't get that. Sincerest apologies there. But we do hope that at least you take solace in that the correct decision was indeed damnation. That will count on, Rachel's fate, and you will get a chance to see the correct scene. Thank you so much, everybody at home, for bearing with us through that. We're going to move on, though, to essentially the next part here. And how about we focus on one of our other characters? If things are on fire, it makes sense to me to talk about Mette and Carly, right? We get a scene in Norway, right? That's going to be introduced by myself, but our production team is going to put it on screen. Is where Carl's going to return to the farm. He's going to, we're going to see the scene where Aston and Brid are calmly there, and he's just going to walk in, completely panicked, like, what just happened? No, what did you think about this scene essentially here?
I was loving that they were all cozy and reading, for once they were just chilling. And then Carl is like, Mette burned. I like that Carl also decided in the end to stay. And I'm not sure if he decided to stay because he felt like Mette is kind of screwed. But that doesn't matter because anyway, she's toast.
Literally toast. I mean,
so it doesn't matter anymore.
Crispy. Yeah,
crispy. But yeah, so I feel like the daughters have really gone through a lot, Brit and Astrid, especially with their father. Like in the beginning of the show, I don't know if y'all remember, if you've been with us from the beginning, I was like, Carl is I don't like him. He's a deadbeat. He's already been dead inside. And now I really see, since Mette came, I see the passion back in him. And I feel like I kind of like him now. I don't know. And I feel bad for him. He's going through harrowing horrors.
Yeah. And I think a lot of our audience likes Carl as well. I know there's a lot of fans. By the way, the message is gone for now, but one of the things I did get a chance to spot is our cameo that was essentially going to have life or death decided on them. Leonardo got to say they got to both live and die, which is kind of a bonus.
Right.
So I'm glad that you enjoyed that. But
right. And I see that Drew here also says, because Mette is toast, he asks if she's bread too. And y'all know the answer to that, of course.
No. Put some jam. It's all good. I know there's a jam sticker as well, so enjoy that in chat. One of the things for me, by the way, that's interesting, because, we're talking about Carl, but one of the things, because I was starting to look at kind of how the characters develop throughout the series. And one of the things with Astrid is, like many of our characters, very much on the redemption arc. The one exception is with her sister.
Right.
Essentially, the audience is torn when it comes to the relationship between Astrid and Brid. So their relationship, the way it's developed, really fascinating. And obviously, Carl just barged in. But the fact that they were there in the first place is interesting to me, right? Because at the start, they weren't on speaking terms, and now they're there. So that's one thing. Now, Astrid has another relationship to handle. That's the decision that opened today. That's going to be on your screen. Noah's going to read it for you.
So how will Astrid handle Haugen's request? And, we see that there's a kinship developing with missing children, potentially some of them rising from the dead, being dead already. I don't know. But the options are to go with her, tail her, or get there first. And by the way, Kazakhstan 07, I see you. I give you the love for 90 plus days login streak. Mwah.
Oh, I mean the whole way, right? No, but Yeah, because that was like the other scene we saw, right? Like, obviously I was a little bit panicked when, the kid, somebody who should have died didn't. That's not right. It's a horror show. But
That's not good. Yeah.
right. But the other thing about it that to me is interesting is what's going on with Hogan exactly? She looked pretty well put together, so to speak, like calm, relaxed, and controlling herself. That didn't seem the same there.
Right, and remember how she was drilling Astrid about being all confused and seeing things and being like, no, it's not me. Look who flipped the script. Now that she is on leave from the force, look who suddenly can understand Astrid and have compassion to them. Sure wish she had that before, but no, she had to hide her whole history. But I don't know, I'm kind of spooked out by like her daughter Asta.
Who doesn't love children in horror shows? A trope as old as time where, I don't know, like out of everything, right? Like monsters of any kind, I'm fine. Deaths, burning to a crisp, no problem. You put though a creepy child with the music, that's enough for me to walk out of the room and go under the blanket. It's just unbelievable.
Right, and I say throw the dead children, I don't care, just don't kill a dog, please. But
no, the dogs are the ones doing the killing in our shows.
Right, exactly. Here, justice is in action here in Silent Hill Ascension. So, yeah, the dogs are not getting killed. They are doing the killing.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, in the end, age-old question, do you pet them or not? I know a lot of you like to pet them. Personally, the tongue's a bit too long for them. But no, that said, one of the things with the decision that wasn't there is that it's not a fate decision. It's actually kind of a character-building decision and like helps do the show right. It's kind of like, the decision between Carl and Mete as to what they are wasn't a fate decision either. But a lot of our decisions are fate decisions. Essentially, Noah, if you could walk us through what goes on when there is essentially our fate and hope system involved.
Of course, because as some of you know, and if you don't, welcome, decisions and endurance scenes and puzzles, all of those contribute to whether a character will face redemption, suffering, or damnation in the Silent Hill final. So their fate is decided across the length of the season. You have time to make an impact, but note, because every impact has an impact, and a character's hope needs to be high enough for them to survive a crucial story moment. So go do those puzzles. Where, like, I feel like we undersell the puzzles and how much.
Actually, it's been a while. Yeah, that's true. The puzzles is like the thing that like is they kind of renew once the our portion of the show ends, right? When we say bye to you, the puzzle's like nice and fresh out of the oven for all of you at home to enjoy it. Have a little bit of a little bit extra, right? like no meal is complete without that little tab of chocolate for me, and that's what the puzzles feel like, right? Is you got the big platter, you got the dinner conversation, hopefully with the judgy aunties. And I don't know what I am, but you need that little je ne sais quoi at the end, that little chocolate that helps you, and the puzzles are that, as Noah said, is important. So, but yeah, they're important because they help characters survive. Or if you don't like the character, that's a different thing you should do. But if you succeed in them, it raises the character's hope here, right, Noah?
Right, you can be an angel of mercy, according to some, like Mete, rest in peace. Some say she was an angel of mercy. Some says she was an angel of death. But this is you can be an angel of mercy or an angel of death by making those decisions. And y'all know some of them are gnarly, so you want to stick around to see them. And I say that midnight. Sorry.
Midnight OTW, buried memories, cool and paper style. No, but like in chat, we've been seeing you sharing your favorite puzzles. Noah's been reading ravenously because she keeps, she enjoys them. She wants to compare notes, see which ones you like, which ones she likes, and then judge the people who don't like the same ones as her. I know how Noah operates. It's
you know me so well, but yeah, we have so much going on here. I don't know, like, so Rachel, we did see that bonus scene, which was awesome, and I'm excited to check out on the catch up the winning decision that we had, domination, right?
Yes, that's correct.
But it was really exciting also to see, because like we did get a sneak peek of like what could have been, and that ritual, you know, that was spooky.
No, I mean, even the thing where she accepts the person wasn't exactly like nice and lovely and dovey. No, I mean, to turn into like essentially a monster there. But that's the thing, right? Is one of the things for us, you know, that's important is the choice that you made, the audience, right? That damnation choice is going to be the one that was made. It's the one we're going to make sure is done, because the fate and hope system only works because it's matching what you at home want to see happen. It's you you're calling the shots at home. You all together are doing it. Without you, there's not really a show. It's all of you, the audience, watching, all weekdays, taking your time doing those puzzles, getting those influence points, and putting them into the things that you want to see happen. That's what's causing the story to move on. It's you at home that's essentially choosing, well, you know, where the train is driving, kind of which direction to take things in, which track to take, and ultimately the fate of the characters. So, you know, when your favorite character dies horribly, at least tell yourself, well, I tried to help them.
Well, you know, really, I said this before, but the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Bad intentions too, at least.
Wait, did I get the sentence right?
You got the sentence totally right.
Have I been saying it wrong my whole life? No, okay.
No. I'm just putting doubt and confusion.
Okay, yeah, you know, you're trying to rattle me. You're trying to rattle me, and you're succeeding.
See, where you rattle me, and I'm going to tell you something, audience. On Monday, I was behind the scenes, right? So one of the things I'm behind, I'm like listening in, making sure, you know, things are okay. If they need help, that I'm there. Our ongoing decision is going to go on. And I got to admit, when I heard the term from Layla and Noah, Morgy, and the orgy together, I kind of lost it. Now that's going to be on screen. Noah, you're going to read for me our ongoing decision, because it's going to close on Friday, I believe, and it's still neck and neck.
Oh my God, Eduardo. So we have a Morgy. Do y'all think I lost my fan? I'm never losing my fan. I always have a fan. Don't worry, there's always drama. Here we go. Because we have to decide, will Eric sleep with Krista? We've all been waiting for that. It's a fate decision. Will he refuse Xavier's orders? Redemption. That's the redemption option. Or ask Krista to lie, which would be the suffering in this case. Or sleep with Krista, which is the damnation option. Holy moly, Eduardo. I am excited about this.
Well, I think there's certain types of excitement here. As Rainer Murr says, right? Yeah, your daughter's missing, your wife lost an eye. Good time for a Morgy. Excellent time. Now, that's the thing is essentially here. By the way, I have a message to relay, Noah, to our audience. Very important. While our dev team does share this sentiment, in part, there's a very important message from our CEO, Jacob Navok, who a lot of you love and hate for different reasons. But he wanted me to let you know, and this was important. He repeated this various times at different times of the day. He wanted to make sure that I told you all at home to pick the damnation option.
Now,
we never said we were neutral. He clearly wants that.
Well, yeah, and also this is a really interesting human experiment here, because now that Jacob has declared what he would like to see, we're going to see. Are people wanting to see what Jacob wants to see? Or are they going to revolt in a reverse psychology move? So we have a drama within a drama within a drama. And honestly, I think we all kind of want to see the Morgy.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a contingent of devs that, like our development team, I can tell you internally, there's a bunch of them that like just want that option to win so hard. But speaking of their development team, this is going to be a dial down, by the way. Like obviously that decision is exciting. That's playing out on Friday, so don't worry. We'll have a show on Friday. We're going to break it down. But in the meantime, I'm going to ask our production to put up the development updates. This is going to feel a little bit different. Moving to development updates, but you know, we do want to make sure you have a great experience, so it's important for us to share to you what we're trying to do to make sure you keep having one. Noah, that's going to be that's on screen. I'll let you read it up for our audience.
Sure. So the Endure stream, there are changes to the meters for you and community, plus Fate and Endure. Also, a reminder, rewards need less influence points to be unlocked now, and general experience optimization and bug fixes, all of which the lovely Eduardo is going to walk us through, please.
Sure. So one of the things is we're not blind to your feedback on kind of endurance streams, endurance scenes. We know that we wanted to make the experience feel more alive. So what we try to do is tweak those responses that you as a community get, tweak the ones as a part of what you're doing. So hopefully some of you noticed some of these changes as we've been putting them in. I know some of you have spotted them, but for those who haven't, try to keep an eye out. Hopefully it does feel a little bit better as you go. Now, one of the things that you might have noticed in tonight's endurance scenes is a new Fate Endure, which is essentially something that happened to Eric. For both of these, Eric, you chose Redemption really aggressively. I don't actually know the scores exactly on the one with Astra tonight, but essentially you chose for both of them to go a little bit closer to Damnation. Now, these are going to keep coming up in the future, and our team is kind of interested to seeing what you, the audience, is going to make with these kind of on-the-fly decisions, a little bit of a reward perk for those of you who are tuning in live. Now, the reward side, if you've been paying attention, essentially they're easier to get at various as you get influence points. So hopefully you've been enjoying those, using a bit more of those stickers in the chat and for various places. Now, general experience and bug fixes. That's because of your feedback. Now, we're gonna tell. Like the thing is, we listen to your feedback, but it's not just in chat. We'd like to hear from you in more detail. Production's gonna put the feedback information up on screen. Noah, if you could get us through this one.
Yeah. So, okay, hear me out. Within the app, you go to settings, which is the cog on the top right corner, and I think the other way.
Yeah, you're right. You're good. Except you're put at the bottom, so it doesn't work.
Oh, well, I tried. But there's a content. So when you go to settings, go to account, go to contact button, by the line with support. And then by email, you can email feedback@genvid.com. For any technical issues you are facing, please make sure to specify your username, even if it's dirty, and device model information. Don't forget.
Yeah, that's the thing. By the way, I know we've been talking serious matters, trying to get feedback, but I've been loving watching the chat. Noah, you should watch the chat because while I read through the next thing, because there's been some awesome things in there. There's been like, setting the mood for the next show, getting those candles in. There's been like, we can redeem Eric later. It's like, it's fine. We like Eric. We want him to redeem, but this one time we got something else to get done. Now, back to serious mode, so to speak. Now, the thing is, we want to deliver a great experience for all of you. We hope you really do enjoy the story. Now, one of the things is you do all watch on different devices. So the thing is, when you have a technical issue and you voice it out in chat, there's very little we can actually do because there's not enough information for us. So something that would really help us is when you contact us through support, either via the form or via an email, and let us know your issue, your username, your device model. We can look into that in more detail. That allows us to look at the exact problems that you're having. And in the future, we'll be able to update that in Silent Hill Ascension so that you enjoy it as much as possible. A lot of these updates are silent, but part of why they're silent is because you're giving us that feedback so we can do them in the first place. So please do write in your feedback if you do face these technical issues. We do want to make sure you enjoy the show if you're coming in and checking out the story. So that's kind of the thing with the feedback.
Right. Please make sure to let us know. We want to know. But Eduardo, we are coming close to the end of our post show here. So do you feel like recapping?
I mean, there's a lot. So, it was a lot of fire, a lot of passion. We saw one flame burn out. We might see a new flame on Friday as it goes. One of the big things, again, as a reminder, is the scene with the choice involving Rachel tonight was not the correct scene. But however, catch up will show the correct scene when that is up. So please do look at it. We'll make sure that the damnation option is registered. In the meantime, of course, that relationship between Brit and Astrid, and especially Carl not doing super hot right now. That one I'm not actually So Astrid's a little bit busy with Hogan losing her mind. So that's the thing is, the puzzles are available. Do pay attention to when I catch a video is out to enjoy it. Now we're gonna have our next show on Friday. That's gonna be up on your screen. The main thing is that'll be 5:40 p.m. Pacific and 5:40 p.m. Eastern. So tomorrow, as every weekday, there's a show at 6 p.m. And you'll get to enjoy that, hopefully. But we will be back on the Friday. So I hope you had a great time in Noah's company and in mine. All that's left to say is bye, and we hope you have a great time.
Till next time.